All right, fifth graders, it's time for lesson 3 in unit 2, place value of whole numbers, expanded form. So we had already talked about standard form and word form and how to say these numbers. We're now going to look at something called expanded form. Expanded form is a way of writing a number that shows the value of each of its digits. There are a few different ways to show expanded form, so I'll kind of highlight a couple of those ways for you. But basically, you're telling me how much each digit is worth in expanded form. So this is standard form right here. Expanded, it's going to be bigger. It's going to be more spread out. That's what expanded means. All right, so a way of writing a number that shows the value of each of its digits. So let's start with the ones place. That would be this number right here. And this 7 right here, that means that we have 7 ones. So if I want to know what it's worth, I would have to take 7 times 1. This right here is called expanded place value form. And I can say that equals, of course, 7. So this 7 in the ones place means I have 7 ones, which is the same as 7 times 1, which does equal 7. All right, the next one, if you have different colored pens, you could do that, or colored pencils or something, but I'm going to use some different colors just to make it easier for you to see. You don't have to do that. That's okay. Just make sure that you're writing whatever I am writing. Okay, so this 9 right here, I'm going to draw a line underneath that, draw a little arrow over here. This 9 is in the tens place. That means I have 9 tens. If I want to know what that's worth, that means I would take 9 times 10, which is 90. So again, this right here, this is expanded place value form. Okay, next one over, I have an 8. And if you get the hang of it, you of course can go ahead and start writing these things down ahead of me, but just make sure you check to make sure you have the same as me at the end and be listening as we go. So this 8 right here is in the hundreds place. This means I have 8 hundreds. So if I want to know what that's worth, I would have to take 8 times 100, which of course is 800. All right, next up, I have a 4 right here. This, of course, is not worth 4. This 4 is in the thousands place. 4 thousands. And if I want to know how much that's worth in expanded place value form, I would have to take 4 times 1,000, which, of course, is 4,000. And the last but not least here, I have a 2. Right up here in the front, draw my arrow. This 2 is in the 10,000s place. So I have 2 10,000s. That means if I want to know what it's worth, I'd have to take 2 times 10,000, which is 20,000. 10,000 plus another 10,000, 20,000. So basically, expanded form right here, there's 2 different ways you can look at it. This right here, this little middle chunk, this is known as place value expanded form or expanded place value form. This is also expanded form. So if I wanted to know how much this was worth and wanted to list it out into expanded form, I could actually say, okay, let's see here. I have 2 times 10,000. So along here, I'm going to write 2 times 10,000, right? Plus, I have 4 times 1,000. Oops, I put the comma in the wrong spot. How did I do that one? Plus 8 times 100. Plus 9 times 10. Plus 7 times 1. So this right here is expanded place value form, okay? Expanded place value form. If I just was going to write this in regular place value form, I'm just going to say what each of those is worth. So to write 24,897 as just regular expanded form, I can say this 2 is in the 10,000s place, so I'm going to go ahead and write 20,000 plus 4,000 plus 800 plus 90 plus 7. So if I asked you to write something in expanded form, either of these would be acceptable. This is more specific. This is expanded place value form, which is more what the 5th grade standard says for you to do. This is just regular expanded form. And if you added all those together, that's what you would get. If you added all those together, that's what you would get. All right, so let's try some. Turn your page, now on page 6. It says try it. Write each number in expanded place value form. So the expanded place value form is the one where you show me what to multiply the digit by. So you're multiplying the digit by the place that it's in, basically. All right, so let's start off all the way over to the left in this one. Let's start with this 4. This 4 is in the hundreds place, right? Ones, tens, hundreds. So if this 4 is in the hundreds place, then the expanded place value form of it would be 4 times 100. Okay, now I'm going to add to that. This 3 is in the tens place. So expanded place value form would be 3 times 10 plus this 8 is in the ones place. 8 times 1. And that's it. This is expanded place value form. So you're writing each digit and multiplying it by its place, basically, its worth. All right, take a look at letter B. This 1 is in the ones, tens, hundreds, thousands place. So to write that 1 in expanded place value form, I'm going to write 1 times 1,000 plus that 5 is in the hundreds place, so 5 times 100, plus this 9 is in the tens place, 9 times 10, plus, and the 7 is in the ones place, 7 times 1. All right, maybe you want to try this next one on your own and then go ahead and press play to see if you got it right. Hello, welcome back. All right, this 3 is in the ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s place. So to write this 3 in expanded place value form, I would have to write 3 times 10,000 plus this 2 is in the ones, tens, hundreds, thousands place. So I'm going to take 2 times 1,000 plus the 5 is in the hundreds, so I would have to take 5 times 100 plus this 6 is in the tens place, so 6 times 10 plus that 4 is in the ones place, so I would have to take 4 times 1. All right, so that's expanded place value form. 1 left. I have 120,346. This 1 is in the ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s place. So I would have to say 1 times 100,000 plus. If this is the 100,000s place, this is the 10,000s place. So I'm going to take 2 times 10,000 plus, now do you see how I have nothing here? That's a 0. I don't have to say 0 times 1,000 because you know what 0 times 1,000 is? 0. So I don't have to write anything for that. I'm going to jump right over here to this 3, and that 3 is in the hundreds place, so I can say 3 times 100 plus the 4 is in the tens place plus that 6 is in the ones place. So again, if there's a 0 there, you don't have to include it down here because it's worth nothing. After you multiply it out, it would still be 0. All right, last little part here, I want you to write each expanded place value form in standard form. So again, standard form just means the actual number itself, okay? All right, now, when you write these out, I think it's so much easier if you actually go backwards with it, and knowing your place value is really gonna help you. So if you have your place value chart in front of you, remember this one right here? If you have your place value chart in front of you, that would be helpful, but basically, I'll make a little makeshift one over here. To know if we're heading in this direction, we have our ones place, and then after that we have tens, and then we have hundreds, and then we have thousands, and then we have 10,000s. And we'll stop there for now. I think this will be helpful enough, and you'll see where I'm going with this. All right, so basically, each chunk is separated by an addition sign, right? So I'm gonna start right here, and I see 6 times 1. This means that the 6 should go in the ones place, okay? So I'm gonna put a 6 in the ones place. There's a ones place. Now when I look at the next chunk right here, I see 4 times 10. That means I should have a 4 in the tens place. And luckily, yep, that's the next one over from here. So I'm gonna put a 4 here. The next chunk I see is 1 times 100. That means I should have a 1 in the hundreds place. So ones, tens, hundreds, there. So the answer to this, the standard form, would be 146. All right, look at the next one for letter F. I'm gonna go this way. I have 9 times 1. That means I have a 9 in the ones place. Next, I see 4 times 10. I should have a 4 in the tens place. Next, I see 9 times 100. I should have a 9 in the hundreds place. And here I see 3 times 1,000. I should have a 3 in the thousands place. So 3,949 is what you should have. Okay, for letter G, right here, I see 2 times 1. That means I know I have a 2 in the ones place, so I'm gonna go ahead and write the 2. Now, moving in this direction, I see 5 times 10. That means I have a 5 in the tens place. There we go. Now, when you head here, there isn't 100. It's 9 times 1,000. Remember up here, when we had a 0, how we didn't include it? That's what just happened here. If you don't have a number times 100, but then you have 1 times 1,000, that means that there's a 0 in the hundreds place because this 9 needs to be in the thousands place, which is right there. So you're gonna have to put that 0 in. So 9,052 is what you should have for this. All right, 2 left, we're so close. All right, for letter H, I'm gonna start all the way at the end here. I see 9 times 10 to start. Do you see anything times 1? No, so this 9 needs to be in the tens place. That means I need the 9 to be here. If you don't see anything times 1, that means there was a 0. The 9 has to go into the tens place. Hoping that makes sense. All right, next one, I have 8 times 100. That means the 8 goes in the hundreds place, 1, tens, hundreds. And now for this last one, I see 2 times 10,000. That means the 2 needs to go in the 10,000s place. So here's the thousands place. This is the 10,000s place. So I'm gonna have to put a 0 in the thousands place because it's not shown up here. So 20,890 would be the standard form. All right, last one. All right, here I see 5 times 1. That means I'm gonna put a 5 into the ones place. Next I see 6 times 100. Do you see anything times 10? No, but I need this 6 to go in the hundreds place. So I'm gonna put a 6 there, and what am I gonna put here? Yup, I'm gonna put a 0. The next one I see is 8 times 10,000. That means the 8 needs to go in the 10,000s place. This is 1,000. Notice I just put my comma there, 1, 2, 3, comma. This is thousands. The 8 needs to go here in the 10,000s. If there's nothing times that 1,000, that means there's a 0 there. Next, last one I see, I have 9 times 1 million. 9 times 1 million. This right here is the 100,000s place. This place is the millions place. And again, your place value chart is gonna be your BFF for this. Have that in front of you. I'm gonna put the 9 here in the millions place. I'm gonna put a 0 here in the 100,000s because there isn't anything for that. So 9,080,605 is how I would say that one. All right, you're all set. Thanks for watching.